Mariette, how was the training for the Brazilian team to WEG?
Well, I think that everybody did his own training individually, seeing the different circumstances, like João was in Europe, the other ones were in Sao Paulo. And I think they all emphasized a very serious trainer and the training. And so I think they did well. They were well prepared.
And how did you put everything together? I mean, 4 different riders riding in different places with different trainers and come here. What's your main job and what's the most difficult part of it?
Well, this time was a bit different in comparison to Rio. I haven't been in Sao Paulo so many times as I did before Rio. But I was in constant contact with the federation and especially with Sandra. And so we talked a lot and we have been putting up a certain plan.
And what was the strategy to present Brazilian teams here? They starting order to choose between who would ride the first day and who would be on the second date?
Well, there has been a lot of discussion about this. But I think that every national coach has a kind of philosophy behind it. And I think that when you are a top team coach or you are the coach of a team that has to try to leave the best possible image, you have another strategy. So, funny enough, quite a few riders, they still believe that the judges are nicer to the riders on the second day than the first day, and they all want to ride on the second day, which is impossible, of course. And I can assure you that this is like the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The judges, they keep their line. And so there is a strategy when you have really a topper, then you put that one first to give a good impression. That is one strategy that you could have. The other strategy is that you put your topper last. But ours, the one is a bit better than the other, or in another way, but they are very close qua level. So I thought that the best idea was to have a mix of the two, so that you keep and leave a good image of the team, because the Grand Prix is a team test. So it's the team impression who counts. If you are good enough that you can go to the special, then you have another strategy.
Great. And talking about the beginners that riders are thinking about dressage or evaluating on this, what kind of tips or what kind of advice could you give to those who are, in the medium terms or?
Well, I think that it's best that they, as you are far away, in fact, from where it mostly happens, which is Europe, or eventually North America, I would advise that they look a lot at videos. And because you can learn a lot from video. You cannot learn riding or you cannot learn to do dressage. But if you are interested in dressage, I would say look at videos. And also I would advise the federation that they would make some clinics that they have, like the dressage riders from Brazil, that they are open for questions, or that they make a small talk at the competitions. So about everything, how you behave at a show, what is necessary for your horse to go to competition, these type of things. Not only just the dressage, but also the more basic things. So that they start to understand more, and that there is more interest, because now it looks for many of these young kids who are interested, it looks all a bit far away. And I still believe that with a good system of riding and a good system of training and a normal horse, that you get further than with a bad system and a top horse.